the ancient Egyptians were known to mummify their pharaohs and elites. The first Egyptian mummies appeared at approximately 3500 BC. By the time of the Old Kingdom, or Age of the Pyramids, mummification was well entrenched in Egyptian society. When a pharaoh died, his internal organs were extracted from the body. The lungs, stomach, liver, and intestines were separately embalmed and placed into canopic jars. These jars were often decorated with one of the 4 animal-headed sons of Horus, with each protecting a particular organ. A hook would be used to pull out the brain, and the body was cut open near the stomach to remove all the important organs. Only the wealthy could afford to have their organs embalmed and stored in this way. The Egyptians believed that the heart represented the center of all knowledge and emotions. For that reason, the heart was left untouched inside the body, and the brain was thrown away. The body was then treated with natron, a carbonate salt that would absorb water from the body to prevent rotting and decay. After 40 days, the natron was removed from the skin, and the body cavities were filled with linen, natron pouches, and herbs. The skin and first few layers of linen bandages were then covered with resin. The rest of the body was then wrapped, often with the inclusion of amulets, and with a mask placed over the head of the mummy. The whole process lasted about 70 days. Those who couldn't afford embalming generally had their bodies preserved by drying them in hot desert sands or by covering them with resin. Mummification in ancient Egypt was deeply entwined with the society's religious beliefs. The ancient Egyptians believed that when a person died, their spiritual essence survived. The spirit of the deceased went on a journey where it encountered numerous divine and demonic beings, with its ultimate destiny to be judged by Osiris, the god of the dead. If found blameless, the deceased was allowed to live with the gods in an eternal paradise. For the spiritual part of the deceased to make this journey, the body needed to stay intact. This was why the Egyptians placed such importance on mummification, and why the procedure was undertaken with meticulous care.